Come on. No, Auntie Gruppet, you're not allowed. I want to do it. I want to be on the video. You can't be in the video, okay? You're not. It's my live stream. It's my first live stream. I want it to be, something good. Who wants to see a live stream from you anyway? Okay, you don't know. You don't even know how to live stream. Yeah, I get it. Okay, but some of my fans wanted to see it. Like, it's for the fans. The only fans you got are hanging on the ceiling. Really? That's not funny. They're only hanging on the ceiling after they watch your videos. Oh, really? You're gonna make that joke? That's super inappropriate. Suicide jokes aren't funny. That's not a thing. Sorry, I'll cut it out. Get it? Cause yeah. Okay, stop. That's really offensive that you'd say that, and like on my live stream right now. Okay, can you please stop? Can you? Yeah, I'll stop. That's really offensive. It kind of hurts that you'd say that. Okay, back to your sulking. Go. Yeah, go. I gotta deal with some crap. Hello, YouTube. It's your friendly Gruppettier, and I'm back again with a live stream thingy. Woo, woo, yay, fun times in the live stream. This is a nice little live stream I got going here with not a lot of people, actually, because something's wrong with the webcam. I'm gonna make it tiny for a second. So what this live stream is, I bet you were all dying to find out, is indeed the first Gruppetstudios live stream, and you're all so very happy to see it because everybody loves the Gruppettier, and that's me. I'm the Gruppettier. So what's going to happen is you can ask me questions on the original video on my channel that you're watching it from right now, and you can ask me any kind of question, and I will in return answer it on the video. So I should have thought of what I'm going to do until a question arrives, but that wasn't part of the plan. That kind of goes by the wayside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work some gears on the live stream right now, and while that's happening, I'm going to take some questions, but in the meantime, I'll address some matters that everybody's grumpy, well, not grumpy, but everybody's talking about, and it needs to be addressed. So the first big one is the constant lack of comedy videos that have been happening lately on my channel. Oh wait, no, there's a little chat feature. Never mind. Back to the thingy. There's a little chat feature on Google+, which is that system that nobody uses but says they use anyway. And then when you try to post something on YouTube and you think nobody can trace you, it's on your Google+ page and you look really stupid. You can go on your Google+ and you can ask me questions in the group chat box, which is open right now, which I can't wait to get 2 questions. Probably one is about this, but this is, of course, a Nintendo Power Glove. I wear it. I don't think I've ever worn it in my videos before, but it's always back here. Like, you can see the stand that it's usually on is bare right now because I'm wearing it. I think I used it in the vlog I did with Stev. Besides that, it's never been used before, and it's really cool, and I just wanted to wear it because I like video games a lot. But anyway, I wanted to address the matter. Gruppettier, what's the deal? Where are all the comedy videos? That's why we came to this. That's why a lot of people came to the channel in the first place. Probably half of my subscribers are from the comedy videos, and half of them are from the Steven Universe vlogs, and the half that are from the comedy videos probably just came because they know me, but that's beside the point. The comedy videos are a very tough subject for me, mostly because I have no real good reason why I don't do them, because every reason I have can easily be bombarded with another more sensible argument. The biggest one, of course, is comedy videos take not a lot of work, but comedy videos require a lot of work. Comedy videos require, I have to do all that editing, and I know you're thinking, Gruppettier, you make jokes all the time about how you don't edit any of your videos, or how they're all like one takes, or if they are edited, they're crappy little segments put together. And I know, yeah, those are the jokes. They're supposed to be funny, but as embarrassing as it is, even with the what's it called? Even with the videos being made and edited together, that still takes a lot of time, a lot of little effort, but not a lot of little effort. A lot of efforts put into the little details of the video. Some parts I have to add in after. Some parts I'll even forget to film altogether, and I'll have to go back and film them. I'm looking at you, censorship video, in which I forgot to film every single scene where the censorship, the YouTube service guy and I talk about the entire point of the video. I had to go back and do that, and that was not worth it. But the biggest complaint, the biggest problem I have with it is I spend so much time on the videos. I work hard on the comedies. I edit them together. I get people to hold the camera and people to act for me, even though they're usually my brother and my sister, and they don't get the views at all. There's 20 or 30 views a video, depending on the comedy. Sometimes it's even less. Sometimes it's even more. It's like I make the Iron Giant every single time. You know, it's amazing, and there's a lot of work put into it. And I try my best on every single one. And when I give them out, it's not what the people want. It's not exactly what the people are wanting. It doesn't get me the money that I earn from YouTube, which is why I started doing the pop figure reviews, which were a lot easier to make. One shot, talk in my mind about little plastic figurines. Those went pretty well for a while until I kind of got sick of it, and you guys got really sick of it. So I stopped doing those, and of course the big one is the Steven Universe vlogs, are, as a lot of people are saying, are taking over my channel, which I have a few things to address about that. One, I know there's a lot of Steven Universe vlogs, especially since Steven Universe is guaranteed almost 104 episodes in its run, like in its full-out series, if not more, you know, if it doesn't get renewed for more seasons or more episodes. To give you perspective, that would be about what I've done, every vlog I've done, again, minus maybe one or two, because I've done about 50-ish. I think I was 56 was the last one, although it might have been 58. I'm pretty sure it's 56. So yeah, don't expect the Steven Universe vlogs to go anywhere anytime soon, because they're so much fun. They're getting me a lot of publicity. A lot of people like them, and they pull in. This is unbelievable for me. They pull in. I can't believe some of the views these things pull in overnight, because I do them the night the episode comes out. Overnight I've gotten 100 to 200 views just in 7 hours, and I know people look at, I don't know, some videos, and in the first like hour of them being open, they get, you know, the 301 views, and you're in the under 301 club and all that fun stuff. But for me, someone who is a very small YouTuber, like a maybe Z or Y list celebrity on YouTube, that's great. That's really, really good. And if I see results like that, as opposed to results on a comedy video after being up for about 6 months and getting 30 to 20 views, I think you can't blame me for knowing which one is the decisive victor popularity-wise. It is very hot in New Hampshire today. So I'm going to take this off. I think you can see it. I'm sweating a little bit because it is very, very hot. And I have my lights on me right there. So it's pretty hot. So a lot of people will say, Gruppettier, you don't do the comedies as frequently as you used to, because, yeah, they used to be weekly. But think of it then and think of it now. Look back to Safety Steve Saves the Day, or the Carfax Please, the first 2 videos on my page. They're one-shot improv videos. You know, obviously that means improv videos done in one shot. I don't know why I described that. They're pretty low quality. They were whatever came off my head, and they were just, you know, set up for a situation given to them. What are the Steven Universe vlogs? I talk off the top of my head. It's mostly improv. The only thing I really stick to is the plot of the episode, and it's going off something else given to me. So while they're not presented in the same fashion or the same, techniques or writing that the older comedies were, the Steven Universe vlogs are just the Gruppetstudios old material recycled and about Steven Universe. So there's really your thing for when people get mad at me for not making as many comedy videos as I used to. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and it doesn't gets me capiche. Capiche. That means nothing. No, that doesn't mean gets me zip. Zip, Becky. Gets me zip. Zada zip, gotta zipper, gotta zip it. Zipper, zipper! I needed to get that out. That was a little caged butterfly in the Gruppetstudio, and it needed to come out, spread its wings, tell the world what it felt about zippers. So there's your thing on what's it called? Those comedy videos. Not getting any questions yet. I expected at least 57 questions by now, given the popularity and the unprecedented amount of time that beforehand that I gave for people to know I was making a live stream. I think it was 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, kind of 20 minutes, about 15 minutes. What's that sound? Can you hear that? It's the computer. What's the computer making that sound for? Hear that sound on you? It's like water. What is it? A waterfall? Okay, that's weird. Anyway, 0 views. 0 views so far. I am loving this live stream. Maybe next time I'll give more than 20 minutes for the people to know I'm going to have a live stream. That would be very helpful. That would probably get a lot more people to watch. But I wanted to make the live stream to address that issue that a lot of people were getting mad at me lately for. And I thought you guys, because I made that video the other day that I thought was funny. I thought the thing about the live stream was funny. Get it? Live stream. It was a stream. Oh, it's so funny, Gruppetteer. Take all this money that I have lying in a sack with a dollar bill sign on it. I thought it was funny. You guys didn't think it was funny, but you wanted this live stream. You have to hear that. Can you not hear that? There's no way you can't hear that. What is it? I don't live, what is it, like the ocean? Is that? Oh, that's my computer. Oh, this is the worst thing ever. Okay, so that's not good. Okay, so if everything goes black and explodes and everybody dies, then that would be bad because that is the sound that bad things make. Oh, this is horrible. This is so bad. All right. Oh, look, 1 viewer. Hey, hi, 1 viewer. It's me, the Gruppetteer. Ask me questions. Please save this live stream because something bad just happened, and we need someone to jump on their Google Plus group chat and ask me a question. And I know you have a Google Plus account because you have a YouTube page, so do it. Do it, please. But in the meantime, I'll address another issue that a lot of people were wondering about, in which I said in one of my vlogs, I announced that sound is so distracting. We are all going to die if anything bad happens. Expect the death of Gruppetstudios, like, all together. They're going to take away my YouTube page. My parents, if that sound is the computer about to explode. So anyway, in one of my vlogs, I addressed the issue, or not the issue, I addressed the fact that I am making 2 giant, full-blown parodies because of the recent lackluster amount of comedies on the channel. ranging over a minute about, or ranging out of me in a poorly lit room yelling about springtime. Yes, it is true that these two parodies are not only going to be bigger than anything I've ever done on the channel before, so much more, you know, a lot more okay, not a lot more actors, a lot more, you know, longer, faster, harder, better, faster, stronger, all the things you hear in a Daft Punk song. They're going to be, as you probably already know, a parody of Over the Garden Wall with Under the Olive Garden Wall, and Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance with Nerdman or the unneeded second title in parentheses. And I love the title of the last one. By the way, the in parentheses part is also in parentheses. So it's parentheses, the unneeded second title in parentheses, which is one of the first jokes I made when I first saw Birdman. Great movie, go watch it. So people are like, yo, the viewer left. No. Well, all right, so I'll just talk to myself pretty much about things that I already know and you don't care about. Oh, wait, no, it came back. Hey, one viewer, you came back. How are you? Good, yeah. This is Gruppetstudios. We die when somebody leaves, and we just sit there clawing for someone to come back, and we say hi when they do. We are sad like that. So anyway, Under the Olive Garden Wall, of course, parody of Over the Garden Wall, amazing 10-episode miniseries on Cartoon Network created by Patrick McHale. If you haven't seen it, turn it off. Turn off the live stream. Go watch it. Yeah, that means you, one viewer. Have you seen Over the Garden Wall yet? That was when you were supposed to answer. You haven't? You have? All right, then go watch it because it's that good. It's that good that I'd tell you to stop losing brain cells on my video and go gain cartoon knowledge on how to make a wonderfully stylized cartoon from the Over the Garden Wall. The premise, without giving anything away, two little kids get lost in the woods, and it's pretty scary. Oh no! So they go around and they see all kinds of things in short vignettes that would make Mickey Mouse, not Mickey Mouse, that would make Dante's Inferno seem like Mickey Mouse, but it isn't. With a whole bunch of underlying dark themes that a whole bunch of little kids wouldn't get. Maybe it shouldn't be on Cartoon Network, but if we can get bisexual vampires and pieces of bubblegum and lesbian creatures that form together to create one Afro lady, or we can get, I don't know, what did the regular show do anyway? I haven't watched regular show that much lately, or at all in the last at least year. I hear it's not that good anymore. That isn't exactly why I stopped watching it, but that's not going to be the reason I start watching it again. But anyway, back to that thingy that I was talking about with the garden. So no, I'm not going to do all 10 episodes fully parodied. That would be a lot of work. That would be so much work. I would have no idea what to do. There goes that viewer. There he goes. Bye. He left. Talking to myself again. So it would be so much unneeded work if I did all 10 vignettes of Over the Garden Wall. And as amazing and fun as that might be for you, 2 viewers. Oh my God. I mean, what? I don't even notice the 2 viewers that just came onto my video. I'm not that desperate for views at all. Subscribe while you're here. 4 viewers. You guys subscribe too. All right. So no, I'm not going to parody all 10 episodes of the series. That would be out of this world, unneedlessly complicated. I would have no idea where to start with some of the bigger episodes. Where am I going to find my own ferry boat to tote around and make it? It's out of the question, just out of the question. But I will parody the first episode, the old grist mill, to the most ridiculous Gruppetstudios of my ability. This will include all kinds of things from Navi, Legend of Zelda's quotes, sock puppets trying to eat people, Barbara Papa references. I think I put in, what's his name? That guy with the thing from the guy with thingy. Oh yeah, super descriptive. I even add in some Albert and Costello jokes. Pretty much everything that Over the Garden Wall is known for. It's amazing style. It's beautiful animation. It's outstanding backgrounds. Let's take it, toss it out the window. We're doing Gruppetstudios way here. It'll pretty much be everything about the Garden Wall done totally wrong. Parodies, jokes, things that don't make any sense, things that wouldn't even fit into the universe, outdated pop culture jokes that'll be outdated by the time you watch the video, all kinds of things. No left shark, but I did want to add him in as the Beast if I could find a left shark costume. That would be, because if the Beast was the left shark from the Katy Perry thing, that would be great. That would be, just chase him around trying to be a shark. For those of you just joining us, can you hear that? That sound? That sound? Yeah, that's my computer. It's overheating because it is incredibly hot in New Hampshire today. And a hot, heat and humidity takes away the whole why did I make this live stream in the first place prospect of my channel. So you should jump on your Google Plus account, which you probably have but don't even care about. Go onto the group chat setting on my live stream right now and ask me questions, because I'll answer any of them legitimately and not as a joke like I do for the questions and answer video. I know you guys have plenty of questions that you ask me in the comments, so here's your chance to ask me any kind of question you want. Any question. I'll even start the conversation right here. Ask me stuff. So, another big thing that, of course, I already mentioned is Nerdman, or the unneeded second title, in parentheses. And I'll be the first to, well, okay, I'll be the only one to admit that this is the more unlikely parody of the two. Garden Wall is, Olive Garden Wall is cemented. We've already started filming. Everything's written for it and everything, but Under the Garden Wall is also super easy to make. It'll be a lot easier to make than Nerdman will be. As you may know, Nerdman is all, or Birdman, the movie, is all done in one shot, one continuous take. That is going to take a lot of skilled directors, well, not directors, but a lot of skilled cameramen to work on. And since I'm I don't want to brag, since I'm a very skilled cameraman, but I'm also the main character of the movie, I can't be behind the camera while it's going around. So we're gonna, I can't, what are you gonna say? If it's all in one take and we're not doing the thing in Birdman where they'll cut here and there, we're gonna legit try to do it all in one take. You'll see in the video. It's part of the joke. But it's all gonna be one take. And giving the camera people a cue. All right, here is when you do this, and then you do that, and then you do this, and you do that for maybe an hour, 30 minutes, however long this parody is going to be. If you're, one taking it the entire time, it's going to be really hard to remember every single little cue that the Gruppeteer gave you. Honestly, I don't know if Nerdman is going to be made. I really want it to be made. I want it so bad to be made. But there's a good chance that it's not going to be made. If you're gonna get your hopes up for one of the two parodies that's coming, make it Under the Olive Garden Wall, because Nerdman is a definite. I hope so much that I can do it, but it's pretty slim. It's pretty slim. I'd have to work really hard to do it. And I said that I'd get it out at the end of summer if I did do it. That's another thing that probably won't happen unless I work really hard, and I don't know if I'm going to work really hard because I have a horrible disease that I've never told anybody about before, so I'm going to tell you guys right now, live on this live stream. To all 11 people watching right now, you will know the Gruppetteer's one true secret. My hair's all messed up. No, this is serious. I suffer. I suffer every day. People see it. People look at me. They say, Gruppetteer. Gruppetteer, you suffer from it. It's there. It's apparent. People see it all the time, and I've never told anybody before, but I'm going to tell you guys right now because you're my loyal fans. I suffer from chronic laziness. Everything, every day, it affects me every day. I'll be sitting, I'll be watching the new episode of Louie, and my parents will come in and they'll be like, Gruppetteer, can you take out the trash? And I'll be like, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. And they look at me and they cry. I can't even do it. Serious. Look. And they look at me and they cry. They say, Gruppetteer, we can't do anything. We can't do anything for you anymore. You're too lazy. It's over. It's not ogre. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. This is horrible. This is a horrible live stream. Why have none of you asked me questions yet? That's the point of the live stream. For you guys to ask me questions. Because you wanted to ask me questions. My incredibly expressive hands will direct you to your Google Plus page. And how about you go and you ask me questions with your Google Plus page. I even started the conversation like 4 or 5 minutes ago. Go, like, you do it. Do it. I'll answer. Like, I'll legit answer. I'll be like, Kid Lover 26 said, hey, Gruppetteer, what's your favorite foot? And I'll be like, the left one. That's not true. That's the right one. But I lied already. But there you have it. So I already told you the plot to Under the Olive Garden Wall. And while I'm waiting for somebody to ask me another question, or a question at all, which would be very helpful if one of you toted along and did that, I'd give you a little Gruppetstudios prize if you wanted. Sure, I'll find a Gruppetstudios prize. You want, what do I got here? You want this nickel? You can have this nickel. You can I will send you an autographed picture of me and this nickel to the first person that asks me a question. Gets an autographed picture of the Gruppetteer and a nickel. And a nickel. That's a real, this is a nickel. This is a dime. That's like 5 cents more. The first person to ask me a question gets an autographed picture of me and this dime right here. The dime's not going to autograph the picture, I'm sorry. So I'm going to keep it right in my little boob pocket. And if you want it, go to your Google Plus account, go onto my video, and ask me that question. I'll check right now if anybody did, but I know nobody did. So anyway, on the premise of the plot of Nerdman, what would that be? It would be, well, have you seen the movie Birdman? Have you? No? Well, it's a good movie. And look, there's my dog. Hey, Kona. He's a cute dog. So anyway, yeah, so on the subject of what I was just talking about, why is this thing, okay, sorry. I'm trying to do something right now, and it's not working very well at all, is it? No, it's not, I lied. So anyway, on the subject of Nerdman, you're all oh so very captivated on what? Sorry, I'm so sorry. All right, yeah, where are we? We're doing this. Talking about Nerdman. So the premise of Nerdman, much like the movie Birdman, I'll give you a spoiler-free review, is that not a review, a synopsis. In the movie Birdman, Regan Thompson is this faded-out actor. From Hollywood, he used to be this guy named Birdman. He's not anymore. He has moved to theater. It is now making a Like it's not. He's making a play off of a Raymond Carver novel. He's making a play off a Raymond Carver novel. It one's called What We Talk About When We Talk About Love. It's so hard to do that when you can just hear the sound of my computer typing. Wait, is someone asking me a question? They can have this time. Oh no, it said someone was typing and then it's not there anymore. Who was it? Don't delete your question. I'd actually give you an autograph thing. You want an autograph, right? I'm YouTube's famous guy. YouTube famous. Not a lot of people know that. I'm YouTube famous. Anyway, he in Birdman, back to what we were talking about before I got desperate for people to actually talk to me, which I don't think I ever stopped doing, but I digress. In Birdman, the guy is trying to become a Broadway star, but his past life as Birdman still haunts him. And it's a really good movie. It's not it's an amazing movie. It's not like if I made a top 10 list of favorite movies of all time, it wouldn't make it on there, but maybe, I don't know, top 20 would make it top 20. It wasn't like a life-changing experience, but as someone who wants to be a director, it was a very good cinematography lesson, if you will, and you know, with well-written characters, plot, whatever else you can write that'll make a movie good, then there you have it. You know, it's just a well-made movie. So of course, with such a highly respected movie that's, you know, won such awards as Golden Globes, Best Picture at the Oscars, and you know, just countless praise from many critics. What is the Gruppetteer going to do with it? I want to make it about me. I want to make the movie about me. But you didn't know that. So what happens in Nerdman, or the unneeded second title in parentheses, it's me, the Gruppetteer, as the Gruppetteer. However, I wasn't always the Gruppetteer. I was formerly a Smash Brothers champion, which is true. I did, well, I still do play Smash Brothers competitively, and I win money for it sometimes, and that's good. You know what? Sometime you want to gamer tag me on Wii U? I'm the Gruppetteer. Hit me up on Wii U sometime. We can, you know, smash it out together. Beat me, Mr. Game & Watch? You couldn't even begin to. So I just got poked by that pencil leaning on my Eiffel Tower statue right there. Why am I still talking about that? All right, so ask me questions. Sorry. Okay, I digress. Back to Nerdman. Ask me a question, you'll get that autograph thing that I was talking about. Anyway, where was I? Yes, this is a run-on sentence. It's so hot in this room. I don't even care anymore. Okay, this is a great live stream. I bet you guys are having fun. I should have brought some water up here. It's hot. Because this is like the room at the top of the house. Gruppetstudios room. This is the real stuff right here. That door right there that someone asked about once is not a torture chamber. It is where I keep Auntie Gruppet sometimes, though, when she gets out of hand. It's the attic. So if you ever break into my house, you know the way to get into Gruppetstudios. So anyway, back to Nerdman. I used to be in the video. I was a former Super Smash Bros. World champion. I was the Mewtwo King, the Hungry Box, the, I don't know what other competitive players there were that people pretend to care about. And I ain't for that life anymore because I don't want to be a nerd anymore. I want to be someone with a life. Woo! Although, how can I be someone with a life if I am making a live stream right now instead of playing outside on this wonderful day? And how can I be someone with a life if nobody's asked me questions yet? Ask me questions. I'm desperate, okay? I'll say I'm desperate. I say I'm desperate. You want me to? I am looking insane right now, aren't I? And I know you all just said yes, so I gave you a second to say that. Sorry, back to the thing. The dime is still in my boob pocket, though, if you want that autograph picture of me. You can have it. If you ask me a question. I know someone was typing one because I saw it. But anyway, I digress because I didn't think doing this live stream through. I was like, hey, 20 minutes in a I'll do a live stream in 20 minutes. What could possibly go wrong? And even Bubsy rolled his eyes, so that's when I knew something was wrong. But back to Nerdman again, like the 5th time again. So in it, I'm a former Super Smash Bros. Champion, but now I want to have an actual life that isn't playing Super Smash Bros. But which is kind of the joke. Kind of is that I don't really need to, you know, hide. I don't really have like a tortured past or anything, because being a high budget, being like a super famous Hollywood movie star like in Birdman, and being a competitive Smash Bros. Player like Nerdman are not at all the same thing, and that's the joke, obviously. That, you know, I try to live a normal life when I'm not playing Smash Brothers, but nobody knows who I am if they're not like a super hardcore. That's the dog making the sound. Yep. 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 Oh. Did he really? Bro, you tell him. He never seen it. So anyway, so he wants to have an actual life now, which is kind of the joke that, you know, he's not a super famous tortured movie star. He's a guy that plays Smash Brothers at like GameStop. And so he, you know, tries to live his life as a normal person, but he's forever haunted by the younger version of him, Baby Nerdman, or what was the name? Like he had a Smash Bros. Character name that I wanted to name him. I think he was HIV and then the plus mark, like in that episode of Game Grumps where Sean does that. I think that was my, not that I came up with it, but I think that was my Smash Bros. Name back when I did play competitively. So look me up. I might be on some videos, but I doubt it. There were never any. I don't know, because I was always Mr. Game & Watch. So if you see someone as Mr. Game & Watch, HIV plus, then you know it's me, I guess. That might give away my real identity, but my real identity is a Gruppettier, and that's all you need to know. How many? 5 viewers? That's like 5 viewers less than I had like a minute ago. What did I say? What did I say? It's not my fault my content's stupid. You aren't asking me questions. I'm gonna cry. You know what? Nobody asked me questions by, I'll give it 4:20, which is 10 minutes from now, then I'm done, because I have other stuff to do today, like sit in front of the computer and make tumblers, which is what I'm doing right now, minus the Tumblr thing, but you get the point. So anyway, let me just check this one more time. Make sure nobody sent me any fan mail while I was busy. Content's stupid. Oh, look, there I am. You aren't asking me questions. Okay. Oh, hey, look. Someone did ask. Did someone really? Jesus. Jeebus Crisp. What the heck? Okay, so, all right, so let's talk for a minute about everything wrong with everything ever. So for some reason, when you make a Google Plus Hangout, which is what you're watching right now, or a live stream, it doesn't show when people ask you questions. However, if you're on your YouTube page at the moment, then you can see the questions. Why would they do that? Why would they? So I'm so sorry to everybody who I called stupid for not asking me questions, because somebody already did ask me questions, and it's Rocking Hornet. And Rocking Hornet asked me, "What's my favorite food? Do I get the nickel now?" Yeah, it's a dime, but yeah, you can have it anyway. And you can have the autographed picture, right? And the second person to ask a question also gets an autographed picture. Because I'll just give out autographed pictures all I want, as long as people are going to care about me. So there's your favorite food? Besides babies? That was horrible. All right, never mind. Favorite food, I have to say, it's probably, as meatheaded as it's going to sound, no pun intended, probably hamburgers. And I'm super lame. not like a special kind of hamburger, not a cheeseburger with, you know, some nice kind of buns and some lettuce, some tomato. No, I like a hamburger. Just a hamburger, like a bun, and then the meat and the bun. That's it. That's it. Just it. That's the hamburger. And people are always like, Gruppetstudio, that's super lame. Yeah, it is super lame. It's hard. It's hard sometimes. Who is this guy talking about? Hi, Drew. I'm not Drew. Hi, Griffin. Hi, Drew. Okay, so anyway, I don't know who Griffin or Drew are. Although, since Rocking Hornet replied to Drew, Drew might be... Oh yeah, Drew Rooster's probably... The guy named Drew is probably Drew Rooster. Rocking Hornet Griffin, I guess. So, hi Griffin and Drew, welcome to the live stream. You've been here the entire time. But back to the question I said before. There's your answer. Probably hamburgers. Five Guys, which is a chain they have on the kind of northeast side of the country, has amazing hamburgers. So good. They have amazing hamburgers. Outstanding fries. I don't even want to get into the French fries, but they're amazing. And just all around their food is amazing. But when I do go down to the south, when I go down to the south, I like to eat at Smash Burger. That's how that actual representation of what the South sounds like. And not people in the South. If the South could come to life, that's what it would sound like. But there's a place in the South called Smash Burger. And I know it's kind of in like the Virginia area of the South too, but it's not the same. And it's also really, really good. But since I only go down to the South about once or twice a year to visit some relatives, then it's like a special treat when I get it. So it's like once a year that I get it. But when I do get it, it's very rewarding. It's very, very good. Favorite? I don't know if food. Rocking Hornet, you're watching this, right? You're still watching this? If you're still watching this, does drink apply to food? Do you want me to answer that too? Because I could if you want. But in the meantime, I have another question, and it's favorite pastime. Easy peasy. A lot of people who watch my channel, at least, don't know this because I don't talk about it that much. But something I do excessively, something I do more than almost anything else, is stalk woman. No. Okay, yes, but something I do more than pretty much anything else, and anybody who knows me will tell you this, is I draw like there is no tomorrow, just 24/7. I draw pictures, I draw every picture, I draw all the stuff, I pretty much draw everything. But what really gets people is I draw, I don't use erasers when I draw, I draw, you know, what I want, and it gets done. Also, I draw it with the thick line style instead of like a, you know, some people will, I got a pencil right here. Some people draw on like a, but I'll, like, when they do like a sketchy style to give it kind of like an anime sort of feel, I draw in a, you know, straight line or like a thick line every time, and it always, and I'm not trying to brag, every time I draw something on my first try, I can draw it amazingly, and it takes me maybe 5 minutes or 2 minutes at the most. People all the time, they're like, Gruppettier, draw this, and they'll be like, watch what Gruppettier can do, and like in 5 seconds I'll draw something, and they'll be like, wow, it would take me 5 years to draw that, and probably not 5 years to draw something. You get the gist. So I don't want to brag, but I do value my drawing skill a great deal. Drew Rooster, if you would like me to draw you something while I'm doing the live stream right now, say it in the little chat, or say it in the little chat, and I will I will draw for you, like, legit while we're doing it, and I'll send it to you if you want. So let's see what other people are saying, because people are actually watching now. That's good. I like that. Let's see. Sure. Oh, yeah, because he asked about the drink. Favorite drink is another thing. This is like the Gruppettier. This is like learning about the Gruppettier. One thing that a lot of people don't believe about me is that I never drank any kind of soda, any kind of juice, energy drink, pretty much anything that pretty much anything like, you know, not water or, okay, well, let me rephrase that. The only things, this is 100% true, the only drinks that have ever touched my lips, like that I've ever drank, don't interpret that as something weird. The only things that I've ever drank are water, tea, and it's not even like a special kind of tea. It's like the green tea, and that's it. Water, tea, milk, which I almost drink a half-gallon of milk every single day, which is another fact that a lot of people find weird. But I like milk. It's good. It's good for your bones. It's the reason I got these guns right here and not on my arms, because I won a milk drinking contest and I got the. No, I didn't. You know what I mean, though. But that's a true fact. I've never drank any kind of soda, you know, juice or anything like that. It's milk, water, tea, chocolate milk. Now that I think about it, and I had a milkshake like once or twice. Those are good though. I like milkshakes. I don't have them that much though. But probably milk, because I drink about half a gallon of it a day. So there's your Gruppettier fact that I've never drank any kind of soda before. I'm this naturally hyper by myself, for those who are wondering. Let's see what people are saying. Meanwhile, favorite Funko Pop, says the Chicken Turtle. Oh, Chicken Turtle. Let me get you, let me show you. Let me show you. You like my camouflage? I didn't get on my pajamas because I'm lazy. So, probably, you and you are all good ones. So, Chicken Turtle, this one's for you, because you asked. My favorite Funko Pop, I cannot even say that I have one decisive Funko Pop that I love. What do I call them? Funko Pops. I can't even say that there's one decisive pop figure that I love more than any other one. However, I do have 4 or 5 that are my absolute favorite, like tied for first favorites. There is original Oswald Lucky Rabbit from Epic Mickey. They didn't make an original version, but this is what the original version would look like anyway. I mean, what changes could you make? As someone who loves the original Oswald cartoons, and probably, as weird as it is, probably loves Oswald more than they love Mickey Mouse, just because of how amazing the Oswald story itself is. I think this pop is amazing. Its simplicity is just probably the best part, how it gets everything down about Oswald. I also have the metallic version from Comic-Con, you know, up here, side by side them, if you want. It was hard to find this one, but just amazing pops. Lemon Grab from Adventure Time, my favorite character from the show, which is my favorite character from the show and my favorite show of all time. Also just gets down the simplicity of the character and just a great, just a great looking pop in general. The colors, no pun intended, really pop, and they just look. I can do that if you want. They just look really nice. It's everything about it is good, I guess. This is one I talk about a lot whenever somebody asks me my favorite pop figure, because it probably is. It is the Blue Meanie from my favorite movie of all time, Yellow Submarine. It is the Chief Blue Meanie. I don't know if they say that on the box, but it is the Chief Blue Meanie, commander of the Blue Meanie forces. And just the fact that he exists is probably my favorite thing about him. I love him so much. He is my favorite pop figure, but the general vicinity of just all the ones that I just mentioned are probably second. However, if there's one thing about a certain pop figure that I love more than anything else, I think my most valued one would have to be, and you've probably seen this before because I brag about it all the time, but my Gur pop figure from Invader Zim, which is maybe one of the most influential shows in my drawing skills, in my delivery and comedy. My dark sense of humor mostly came from that show, and my kind of some of the ways that I do voice acting on certain people's videos. Upcoming surprise, did you know animation? You didn't hear it from me though. Just comes from Invader Zim in general. So I was super happy to hear that they're making a Gruppetstudios figure, but even happier to hear that at Grand State Comic-Con 2014, that Richard Harvitz, the voice of Zim, and Ricky Simmons, the voice of Gur, would both be there. And yes, I was lucky enough to get both of their signatures. Ricky Simmons says, "Hey, we're doomed," and that was horrible. And Richard Harvitz, "Obey the Fist, I am Zim," on the other side. Just the dual signings from outstanding voice actors on the same pop is. I love this one so much. I fanboy every single time that I look at this, and I'm just like, yes. I mean, it was signatures because they were pretty much done signing by the time I got there, but it was worth it because this is just an amazing pop. And oh, I dropped it. So anyway, I'm gonna answer some questions while I walk over here, because I got to put this way. Favorite Steven Universe episode? All right, let's get to the Steven Universe questions. It's only a matter of time before you guys start asking them, so I will get to them in a minute, but not before I do something for my friend. So somebody already asked me to draw something, as you can see in the comments. So I will draw what they told me to while I am answering some more of your questions. So if you'd stand by for a second, I'm going to go get my drawing pad, and I'll put these pop figures away. There's one. There's two. Okay. All right, let me go get my drawing pad. I'll be right back. Gruppetstudios, 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 Gruppetstudios. Oh, this isn't good. All right, looks like we're doing this. Okay, yeah, this might be a problem. All right, stand by for a second. Where's my pencil? I don't know where it is. All right, so let's see what that person wanted me to draw. Where's his face? What's he doing? So can you draw a Rubik's Cube? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, before I draw this, and I know Rocking Hornet in real life. I know who you are, Rocking Hornet. And Rocking Hornet knows that I can't draw three-dimensional figures, so he knows it's just going to look horrible when I draw it, because he's just trying to ruin my live stream. So I'll try my best to draw a Rubik's Cube 3D, and then I'll draw a 2D one. Look, I can draw a 2D one right now. Just look at that's a 2D Rubik's Cube right there. There's your 2D Rubik's Cube, but you know, fine. I'll try to draw a 3D Rubik's Cube. But in the meantime, I'll answer favorite Steven Universe episode, and this is when the Steven Universe questions come in, isn't it? Yep, it is. So, my favorite episode of Steven Universe, most likely, is either Jailbreak or Too Many Birthdays. And Too Many Birthdays, I'll start because it came first, comes from the incredible characterization of the gems that comes in that episode, in the incredible dark, just darkness of the episode itself. It was a rather early episode, and considering what we've seen from Steven Universe before that episode came out, it was more of a child-friendly, lighthearted kind of thing going on. But Too Many Birthdays is really when it picked up and became the show that, you know, we kind of all know and love today for its dark blend of you know, darkness. Dark blend of darkness. Sounds like something you order at Starbucks. But it's blend of darkness, but it's also a lighthearted, whimsical sense of humor. But Too Many Birthdays perfects it. It characterizes the gems in a way that we haven't seen in episodes prior because, honestly, it's a pretty early episode and they didn't have much character yet. And it's just all around. Ooh, that does not look very good at all. There's your kind of 3D Rubik's Cube guy. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. Gruppetstudios, you don't remember me probably. Yeah, you're Drew Rooster 287. Don't worry, I know who you are, Bill Murray. So anyway, Too Many Birthdays is probably my favorite Steven Universe episode. However, it is followed up very closely by both Political Power and Jailbreak. Political Power because of the really good points it conveys about leadership, and Jailbreak because every Steven Universe fan will tell you that Jailbreak is one of their favorite episodes. If you want to hear my full-depth reviews of both of or all three of these, because honestly, off the top of my head, I haven't seen Too Many Birthdays in such a long time. But it's been so long since I've seen that. So you can just go see the vlogs if you want to hear. But those are the names of the episodes if you do want to watch the vlog for it. So meanwhile, let's see what other people are talking about. Let's see. Can make a Rubik's Cube. Already did that. Oh, really? People are talking about how they're surprised I got 8 people to watch my video. I'm surprised I got myself to stare at myself in the video camera this long. Hide me. God, are you ugly. Let's see. Gruppetstudios, you don't remember me, probably. This should hopefully jog your memory. Fish. 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 What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, Drew Rooster. I don't know who you are. Sorry. So this is kind of awkward. Anyway, let's move on if you wouldn't mind. The Chicken Turtle's back, and he asked me, Dream Funko Pop Series. Man, do you even need someone to tell me? Do you even need someone to tell you what I think would be the perfect pop series? Really? If you couldn't tell, if you haven't been on the channel long enough to know, you would be you might know that I am just a little bit of a Pokemon fan. Fanatic, maybe? I don't know what fanatic. I wouldn't say fanatic. I guess I dwabble in the world. Dwabble. I guess I, dip my toe in the waters of Pokemon here and then, but I'm not, too addicted of a fan. But Pokemon would be a very nice line if they ever did decide to do Pokemon or Nintendo. No, you know what? Scratch Pokemon, because not only would Pokemon Pops would be amazing. I'd be so happy if they made those, but they probably never will. But Pokemon Pops would be nothing compared to Nintendo Pops in general. If you don't know, I am a complete Nintendo fanatic. I pretty much, honestly, and I know it sounds bitter to me, no other gaming companies count. It's Nintendo. It's Nerf or nothing. It's Nintendo or it's Nerf or nothing, because I just love Nintendo so much. What is this guy? Oh, my favorite movie? I'll do that. But if they made Nintendos, they made Zelda, they made Pokemon, they made Mario, they made Yoshi or Fire Emblem, or even they made Earthbound Pops. I'd be so happy. Oh, now the heat's really getting to my head. If they made Earthbound Pops, I've mentioned it before. I love Earthbound so much. It's such an amazing game. It's such an underly represented game. I mean, the Smash Bros. And what else, really? As much as I'm a diehard Pokemon fan for almost, how old am I, 15? Let's see. Let's do actual math on this. So let's see. 15, 14, 13, 12. So I was 4. So for 12 years of my life, and I'm 15, for 12 years of my life, I liked Pokemon. So you worked that one out in your head? Yeah, I like Pokemon just a little bit. I've been devoted to it ever since then. So I'd love if they made Pokemon Pops, but Earthbound Pops would be amazing as well, even though I can almost guarantee you Earthbound Pops will never happen ever because Earthbound is Earthbound for a reason. Let's see what people are saying, and I'll answer some more questions. Favorite movie? Oh, my favorite movie. Well, as I said when I was talking about the pop figure, my favorite movie of all time is The Beatles' Yellow Submarine. But I am a very big movie buff since I want to be a director when I grow up. I kind of already am now, but that's beside the point. You know, this isn't directing right now. Me sitting in front of a camera isn't directing. Directing is like when I'm out, you know, with my, you know what it is. So let's see. Probably if I had to talk about top 10 favorite movies of all time, what I really want to do when I grow up is work in animation and be an animation director. One goal that I've talked about 100 times on my channel, and I'll talk about 100 more times, that you'll remember the Gruppetstudio will be the first person to win Best Picture for an animated feature. That's my one goal in life. That and ride a manatee like that level in Super Mario 3D World. That would be so cool. Even though it's not a manatee, it's like a dragon thing, but it'll still be cool. Anyway, probably so I like all kinds of animation. I've seen countless animation movies, you know, from indie to big budget to all this stuff. I wouldn't say I've seen every animated movie ever made. You know, probably but I've seen most of the obscure ones. I'm not exactly the, you know, Disney, DreamWorks kind of thing. You know, I try to look into the unknown sort of parts, and that's usually where some of the best animated movies that I've ever seen come from. You know, you don't see Iron Giant or what was that one movie? Or even Yellow Submarine. You don't see those like super commercialized, although Yellow Submarine's a little over commercialized. It has been lately. So usually, you know, you dig around, you find the really good stuff. That's how everything works. But besides animation, anything made by Wes Anderson, who is the reason that I want to be a director when I grow up so I can make films like his, is just, besides maybe Bottle Rocket and Rushmore, my 2 least favorite movies of his, everything he made is just consistent amazingness. It's like if Modern Family was a movie. It's just consistent amazingness. It's like if Modern Family and Adventure Time got together and they were like, hey, let's make a super stylized movie because we're so consistently good at doing things right every single week when we have a new episode. And they did it, and not it, you know what I mean. And they made a movie. Wes Anderson is that guy. Everything he does is right. He sets up the shots amazingly. The colors are vibrant, amazing. They give the backgrounds their own personality. You're like, man, I wonder what background I'm going to see next, just as much as you're like, man, I wonder what character, you know, I wonder what the struggle's going through, this character. Just everything he does is so amazing, so influential, and you can take so much away from every little scene that he is cemented as my favorite director of all time, and the reason I want to be a director when I grow up. So if we're talking Wes Anderson movies, probably my favorite Wes Anderson movie is Moonrise Kingdom. The movie that made me decide I wanted to be a director. Although Budapest Hotel and Life Aquatic are close second and third. So there's your answer to that. Let's see what people are saying. Since you like Nintendo, Do you have any amiibo? No. I use my money to feed my wife and family. What's your favorite Funko Pop figure? Gwen Hatch asks. Gwen, I already did answer this question probably 20 or 30 minutes ago. But just to recap, my favorite Funko Pop figure is probably the Blue Meanie from the Yellow Submarine movie. Although my signed Gur Pop figure from Invader Zim are close second and third. I'm sorry that you missed that part of the live stream, but when it is fully uploaded, you can go back and see that part. I'll leave you a little link in the description if you want. Let's see what people are saying. In the meantime, he already answered this. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Chicken Turtle. Drew Rooster comes back and he says, "What started you on YouTube, please?" I know I ask a lot of questions. No, really, it's okay. The only reason I'm doing this is, the only reason, you weren't here, but before people started asking questions, this live stream was the worst. And okay, it's not getting much better, but it was the worst before. So, ooh, okay, my hand. So I'm gonna put the glove back on because I'm Griffin and I like to do that. You know, I'm cool, I can do that. So anyway, while I'm riffing, I will be riffing. What am I riffing? Have you heard of the riff racks? This is all questions, but since I mentioned riffing, have you seen the riff racks thing on the room yet? Of course, the movie The Room, known as the movie The Room, known as the worst movie of all time. Everybody knows that. Worst movie ever. Worst impression ever. But the Riff Racks is doing this thing. I think it's sometime in May, which is the month we're in right now, where they're going to be riffing on The Room. I think you can see it in certain Cinemagic, and I'm definitely going to see it because I'm a huge Mystery Science Theater 3000 fan, which brings me to what I'm going to answer your question with, Drew. What started me on YouTube? The original premise for Gruppetstudios is not to make Steven Universe vlogs, not to review pop figures, but yes, actually to be riffing on movies. What it originally was is my father and I were gonna sit down in front of movies, and we were gonna be, we'd sit down, we'd watch movies, and it would be an improv session between me and him, and it would be like an episode of Mystery Science Theater, but we'd go the entire movie and we'd go unscripted improv. Because of licensing issues, this never happened. It's kind of like if CinemaSins, which came after my channel, they obviously copied me. It's like if CinemaSins and Mystery Science Theater came together, but it was more improv and loose. It would just be like two guys watching a movie, and we're sitting down and we watch the movie and stuff happens, and we just, because we're both genuine Cape Cod smart Alex, so we had plenty of fuel in our tanks. We were pretty, people who know me, we're pretty quick. I'm pretty quick with my snappy comebacks and insults. I get that a lot from people. So that's part of the reason I made the channel. Another reason I wanted to, because I'm a puppeteer, as obviously the name might infer or imply. One of the original incentives, as well as riffing on movies, would be to make puppet shows, or not puppet shows, but like little sketch comedies of me and my puppets doing, the original premise, I didn't exist in the original premise. I didn't want to exist at all. Like, part of the mystery of my channel, which is kind of the mystery I bring on with my, personality and everything, is who is the Gruppeteer and does he even exist? Like, as someone who is so hidden as he, who doesn't give much away about pretty much anything about him. He's kind of like a mystery person, but he's the reason that these characters that you'd come to know and love exist. So how mysterious can he really be? I started this in 2012, so I was like 12 when this was all going on. So yeah, those are the kind of thoughts that go on my little kid mind. like I have some pretty those were some pretty deep thoughts that I had, and I thought that would be a really cool mystery. I also thought I'd be YouTube famous almost instantaneously. I was not YouTube famous almost instantaneously because I'm not YouTube famous anyway. But those were pretty much the two reasons that I started the channel in the first place. Never expect to see the riffing thing that I was talking about. Me and my dad, not because like we separated and I lost my arm in the war, but because of you know, you can't just upload a movie to YouTube and talk over it. It might be fair use, but not really. We weren't going to change it anyway. It would take a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of stuff that pretty much we can't do anymore. And eventually, like, as super embarrassing as it sounds, eventually, as puberty came along, I couldn't do the voices to some of the puppets anymore. I can't even begin to do Sweatshirt Cheap anymore. And Professor Foeman is still this. I just have to change my tone a little bit to sound like him, add a little nasally to my voice, and I'll still sound like a professor. But you want me to try Sweatshirt Cheap? I'll try it. It's, hi. Hi, Professor Foeman, how are you? I can't even. Hi, Professor Foeman, how are you? It's like, you're a crazy cracker. It's just horrible. I can't do it anymore. I was gonna make a video. I was gonna make one of those like puberty. That sounds horrible. I was gonna make a comedy about how I can't do their voices anymore, which I might do in the future. So there's a little heads up if I do it in the future. Boogie 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 boogie. I have a beard now. But two people are saying because I just got a lot of questions. What started? Okay. How long have you been collecting Funko Pops? How long have I been collecting Funko Pops? It's a good question, Gwen. It's a good question. Do I have a good answer? Oh, jeez. It was August. I'll tell you that. It was August 2000. What year is it now? 14? 12? So 13? So yeah, it was August 2012, and I get a present. It wasn't a birthday present or anything. I just get a present from my brother, my little brother, and he gives me my first pop figure ever, which is back there, the original Master Chief from the Halo series. He does this as a joke because as I said, I think I said it when I reviewed him, I don't like first-person shooters at all. I think the only first-person shooter I can stand is Portal, and even then, that's really stretching it. Minecraft doesn't even begin to count as a first-person shooter, really. So, you know, that's kind of out of the question. So I went back. So, you know, it was a joke. You know, it's like you get your friend a thing of plastic dog poop. It's supposed to be a joke. So I go back to return the Master Chief, and I see something I really love is licensed characters done in a different style. I know that sounds super nerdy, but if a licensed characters done in a signature style, not just licensed characters grouped together, is such an interesting premise to me, and I can't even begin to pinpoint why I think that. It's just, I've never told anybody that before, so I'm happy I can tell you guys on my YouTube page. I know it would sound super nerdy if I said it, if I didn't say it in that voice, so I may as well play it up comedically. I don't think I've ever told anybody that before. This is a deep live stream you're on right now. But I just think it's such a cool premise. They're all stylized in a great way that, you know, even if you can make Hannibal Lecter cute, and you can make Freddy Krueger cute, and you can make, where's his face at? That guy over there. If you can make the zombies from The Walking Dead cute, your company is doing something right, and I'll support that any day. As you can see, I haven't gotten any, some people have noticed it, I haven't gotten any pop figures in the last at least 5 months. That's because I don't have any room to get any pop figures anymore. I have to get new shelves because I have the Charlie Brown pop figures coming in. Can't wait for those. So there's a double answer to your question. Gwen, let's see what people are saying. Rocking Hornet, have you ever eaten a pineapple covered in blood? No, I can't say I have. Gwen Hatch says, Do you believe that one day you'll be able to look back and be proud of making this channel? No. The chicken turtle said, favorite comic book movie. Favorite comic book movie? That's a good one. I was never really a Marvel fan, as in the comic series of Marvel. I was always more DC toned because of their darker stories, more gritty, action going on. But lately, the Marvel movies, although Age of Ultron, I haven't seen it yet, but I hear it wasn't amazing. The Marvel movies lately, as trillions of other people are going to tell you, and probably already have, they have that sense of humor that you need in comics. It's funny. They're making their own cinematic universe. That's pretty hard to do. They're making funny comic book movies. They're like the revival of comic book movies. And I know I'm just pretty much regurgitating what you've heard 1,000 times from other critics, but here it is for me. I really like what Marvel is doing, but I wouldn't say that my favorite comic book movie is anything by Marvel. I would have to say that it is probably DC. If you wouldn't mind giving me a second. Because I'm not exactly a big comic book guy. So, actually, it's not Marvel or DC. I think my favorite comic book movie is Sin City, the first one. Mostly because of the amazing graphic design of the entire thing. It's breathtaking now that I look back on it, even though some of the effects are a bit dated. Sin City, with its grittiness, its, just disgusting, vulgar, everything about it is wrongness, might be my favorite comic book movie of all time. Although I'd have to say, and you've also heard this 1,000 times before, that The Dark Knight is probably close second, because it's just an amazing movie. But Sin City, I think, is better. So there you have it. Drew Rooster. Zombies outside your house. You have 10 seconds to choose a weapon in your room. What is it? In my room? You know what I gotta do sometime? I have to make a room tour, because I don't want to be like, I don't want to brag or anything, but I think I have one of the coolest rooms, like one of the coolest nerd rooms around. I have a lot of nerd relics in here that you might be surprised. But in my room, it's mostly stuffed animals. But I do have a bow staff over there. I'm not exactly skilled in the art of bow staff. I'm not the bow staffer of the. I'm not bow staff of the week. But I guess that a bow staff would probably be the most helpful thing, just in my room. I mean, I probably have some statue or something that I could just pick up and bash zombies with. But in the sense of a weapon, probably the bow staff that I have over there. I'm not gonna get it. I could get it if you wanted, but I won't. Let's see. Pluto's Queen. Oh, hey, how you doing, Pluto's Queen? Ex-girlfriend. Yeah, she's my. Yes. Thoughts on spin. Not doing it. No. No. No, I'm not doing it. I ain't talking about Space Jam. I ain't doing it. I ain't talking about. No way. No, sir. No way. I'm not doing it. Nope. Not gonna do it. I love Space Jam. I love Space Jam. I haven't gone a day without watching Space Jam. Sometimes at night when I can't sleep, I like to turn on Space Jam and I recite every single line. I recite every single line that Michael Jordan says in the movie, and I say, and I go and I say this. I say, hey, everybody get up! It's time to slam now. We got. Well, we've moved on to the karaoke section of my podcast, which is not a podcast, it's a live stream. I will answer your question, Chicken Turtle and Pluto's Queen, in just a minute. But right now we're going to have a little karaoke session, if you wouldn't mind. So I will say the lyric, and then I will sing the lyric. You can sing along if you feel so inclined. So it's everybody get up. It's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now. Welcome to the Space Jam. Can you sing that? I can sing that. Would you like to hear me sing that? La 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 la. All right. Everybody get up. It's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance to your dance at the Space Jam! Alright! It's horrible. My face is red. It's so hot in this room right now, and I have to sing Space Jam, and I hate Space Jam. I hate that movie. The movie's horrible. You look back at it now, something as timeless as a Looney Tunes that's had so many, that's had such comedic, gotta press this button. That's had such comedic influence on some of the greatest comedians of all time. And you see him in the movie, and you see him with Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan's like, "You guys like basketball?" He's like, "Yeah, I like basketball. You like basketball?" And he played basketball. I hate it. I hate that movie so much. As I said before, as I was, I don't know if you were here, I was talking about how this channel was originally going to be me and my dad heckling movies. That was going to be one of the movies we heckled. It's horrible. It's a horrible movie, and I hate everything about it. I hope Space Jam dies in a fire. And they're making a sequel, by the way. They're making a sequel to Space Jam. And I will go to the theater, and I'll watch it, and I'll cry. But I won't cry because it's bad. Okay, I'll probably cry because it's bad. But I'll cry because I'll say, I spent $5 on this movie. I don't know where I'm going with this. Pluto's Queen also asked, upcoming Deadpool movie within the next year. How hyped are you? You're not going to like this, are you? I don't really like Deadpool that much. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, good. Now we're on to the unpopular opinions portion of the live stream. Let me get all my unpopular opinions out now. Nirvana sucks. They're just a ripoff of the Pixies. Star vs. the Forces of Evil isn't that good of a show, and a lot of people like the Netflix series Daredevil, but I don't think it's that good. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I'll say an opinion that won't make you as mad. So the Deadpool movies, Deadpool in general is the kind of fourth wall breaking, funny. Okay, you all know who Deadpool is. I don't need to describe him. But I don't really find him comic-wise that funny. I saw him in the X-Men movie. I don't even want to talk about it. I know you guys didn't like that too much either. But the comics version where he's, silly, goofy, running around, even the video games version, that was a bad game. I didn't like that game either. It's just, I really can't get into the character that much. I don't think he's that funny. There's nothing original about him that much, and there aren't that many funny lines he has. And honestly, I think he's just played up like he is for publicity. He's obviously, the character that fans are like, that guy's funny and I like him. So I don't think they put a lot of effort into the stories, if it's just kind of like a marketing ploy a little bit. Sorry, don't hurt me. I'll use the bow staff. I'll do it. Let's see what people say. I won't murder you in your sleep, I promise. That's good. Chicken Turtle, top 3 favorite YouTube channels. This is a good question because I wanted to talk about this. Number 1 YouTube channel, undisputed, nobody can beat it. I'm not going to say Gruppetstudios. Nielsa Sasigra is a good friend of mine. He does the Harry Potter Puppet Bells videos, but he does so much more than that. He does, I've never met someone as just talented, amazing as Neil. He's so cool. He's such a cool guy. He's so outgoing, and like he does things, and he'll work towards it. He'll try to make it the best thing that he can. Um, he made last year. He made 2 outstanding albums, Mouth Sounds and Mouth Silence. He signed a thingy for me, personally for me, as a Gruppetteer, because we're buddies like that. Yo, we tight? No, okay, we're not that close, but you know, we know of each other, and we're, you know, kind of friends. He's like he lives an hour away from me. I don't know why I added that. But just everything he does is so inspirational to my comedy. He's my, you know what? He is my #1 comedic influence. I'll give you that. You see me make jokes all the time. You see me for my sense of humor, and everybody's always like, "Oh, Gruppetteer, you're so funny. How do you come up with jokes that quick? How do you come up with jokes like that? Why do you make so many jokes about the '80s?" Neil, I've never done anything comedically original in my entire life. Everything that I've done, Neil inspired before I did it. He makes '90s trash on his Tumblr. My Tumblr is '80s trash, played up to, you know, the funnest that it can be. His delivery, his hair. My hair is kind of like his hair, not purposely, but sometimes I do comb it a little bit to look like his. He's like my man crush coming from a straight man. He's like my man crush because everything he does is just so cool. I wish I could be like him. Honestly, I wish I could. If I look up to one person, it's Neil Cicierega. #2, that was deep, wasn't it? That was pretty deep. #2, Channel Awesome, or the League of Super Critics, mostly for the Nostalgia Critic, another big comedic influence on me. Nostalgia Critic goes back. He does funny. He does funny reviews of horrible movies, mostly ones I wasn't around to see. But his pacing, his timing, and his jokes are another pretty big influence on the whole Gruppetstudios scale. While I'll be the first to admit that ever since his comeback last 2 Januaries ago, his show is more script driven, and it's not exactly as strong as it was when it was mostly just unscripted, him talking about crappy movies, making, you know, inside jokes here and there. Now it's more, there's a storyline to each review, and it's not exactly as strong as it used to be. But part of the whole Nostalgia Critic stick is that he can't leave, because when he tries to leave being the Nostalgia Critic, people want him back, and it's his job. So he's eternally stuck as being an internet reviewer for pretty much the rest of his life. And that tragedy kind of seeps into some of his videos with the way that he just makes videos in general. So #2 is definitely the Nostalgia Critic. He's a very big influence. I watch his videos on a weekly basis, and I'm a big supporter. And #3 might be the YouTube page of one of my favorite shows of all time, which I will bet you've never heard of before, because it was like a 5-episode show on Nickelodeon back in the early 2000s, back when Nickelodeon was kind of clawing out of the 90s. Amy Winfrey is a YouTube/internet cartoonist, and she makes a webcomic, or not a web, something like that. Not a webcomic per se, but a web cartoon. She doesn't make them as much anymore, but she used to make a web cartoon called Making Fiends, in which a evil, downright misogynistic little girl named Vendetta terrorizes a town called Clamberg. She's just a vile, horrible creature. And then one day, this little girl named Charlotte comes in, and she's like the happy-go-lucky stereotype, and everything is awesome for her, which Vendetta doesn't like at all, and it leads to a lot of comedic foils. And it was picked up by Nickelodeon. It ran for maybe 5 or 6, or I don't know, I'd say about 10 maybe, now that I think about it, episodes, both about maybe 5-10 minutes long. So probably if you watch the entire series, it would take you 1 or 2 hours. It is not only an amazing series that, kind of like Invader Zim, draws a lot of inspiration from, you know, dark gothic kind of vile things that it's hard to get past the censors, but it's also been a huge influence on my dark sense of humor, which you see sometimes, my drawing style, and I think I quote Making Fiends not on a daily basis, but I quote it a lot. The real thing that gets me sad about it is that it's a virtually forgotten show. You look on YouTube, there's all the episodes are uploaded because they're like 5 minutes long, but besides that, it pretty much doesn't have much of a fan base. The creator isn't interested in really making any more of it, so it's kind of a lost series that nobody really remembers that much. As much as I'd love to make a full-depth review of it, there's not a lot to talk about. It's an amazing show, but there's not a lot to it. There's more web episodes of it than there is actual, you know, TV episodes of it. And it's if you like dark gothic shows disguised as kids shows, like really dark, gloomy, amazingly atmospheric cartoons with hilarious characters, Making Fiends is your show. It's like Invader Zim, the grim adventures of Invader Zim, pretty much. If, like, you know, they added like a happy-go-lucky character to Invader Zim to foil Zim's plans. So those are the 3 channels right there. And of course, number 4, Gruppetstudios, best channel on YouTube. What? Whoop, whoop. It's so hot in this room right now. I wish I had water or a thermometer to tell how hot it is. So let's see what people are saying right now. Nothing. Oh, what's for dinner tonight? At my house, tonight is chicken. What is tonight? Tonight's chicken. I think it's roasted chicken on the grill with cauliflower. I think it's cauliflower. I think it's cauliflower on the grill too. Have you ever had grilled cauliflower? It's really good. I like it. It tastes really good, and grilled chicken is one of my favorites. Just any kind of chicken at all. I hope it's grilled buffalo chicken because that tastes really, really good. We have this like buffalo sauce that we use sometimes. It's really good. I don't know the name of it, so that's pretty much a useless thing to say, but it's good. New York asked 3 least favorite YouTube channels and why. Oh man, I don't want to be negative, but ooh, I don't know. That I've seen at least. Number 1 is definitely Gruppetstudios. Number 2 is Gruppetstudios. Number 3 is probably Gruppetstudios. If I had to do a 4th place, I guess it would be Gruppetstudios, but I don't know, because I don't want to. I don't know. But besides god-awful channels, I think that my least favorite channels, in terms of uninspiring, kind of, you know, half, you know, kind of no effort put into the videos, but they still get a lot of views. Please be prepared to hate me. It's Smosh. I have never sat through an entire Smosh video. I don't think they're funny. I think that they make, you know, I think that they make lazy sex and poop and fart jokes, and they're not funny. They work so little on their videos, yet they're so popular. And this is gonna sound super jerky, but someone who works as hard on their comedies as me and gets maybe 20 or 30 views a video, gets pretty mad when they see someone turn on a video camera. They're like, "Hey, how you doing? This is a chicken. This is a butt. Hey, it's funny." And then that's it. So Smosh is definitely my least favorite YouTube channel. I'm so sorry. It sounds like I'm the grumpy troll. It's like I don't like Smosh because you're not funny. You're not funny because there's just one, and you make fun of women, and I don't like women because I was a woman once. True fact. What am I doing? Why am I still on this? Why am I still live streaming? This is horrible. Everything is wrong. All the Smosh fans are gonna kill me because I talked smack about Smish and Smoshing. Yeah. That's poop. So Smosh, definitely my least favorite. I'm so sorry. If you like Smosh, then great. That's great. I mean, they're definitely famous. But besides that, they just don't do it for me. That shouldn't mean you're bad for liking them. It is poopy for me. I can't honestly. I can't like pick 3 off the top of my head that I don't like that much. Pretty much just Smosh comes to mind. Gameplay channels, depending on the gameplay channel, just kind of the uninspired Call of Duty things is kind of boring sometimes. I don't find, depending on the game, like mine, I can watch Sky Does Minecraft or Jerome ASF or Basher just play some stupid map all day, but the back and forth that they do with their friends all the time is just so much fun to watch. But when it's just one person alone playing a video game, and they're like, "So yes, now we're walking. You're and time. Oh, well, it seems like somebody who does not enjoy this kind of to in a very calm manner, because I don't want to be grumpy. ASAP Mob 13 says, "You're gay. I'm racist." Wait, I don't know if like the comment says, "You gay. I'm racist," not like the Gruppetteer himself is racist. I think. He says that I am gay for trying to be funny. ASAP Mob, if you wouldn't mind if I completely destroy you in front of all of my fans, let's talk about labels. Do you know what a label is? I would be surprised if you could read to understand what a label means. But a label, when you label somebody as gay, is indeed not an insult. I could label you white, or I could label you straight. I could label you hairy, or, look at him. You try to be nose boy because you have a nose. Hope you have a nose. You use a simple term like gay, which is a adjective, as an insult. An adjective is not an insult. Would you call someone running for trying to be funny? Okay, no, that's not an adjective. Would you call somebody sorry for trying to be funny? What sense does that make? No. I know you probably haven't been to school because you still think that you can use the letter U describing Y-O-U, and I see no apostrophe in the word I'm, but an adjective is not. What? My video's breaking up. Well, that's not good. But an adjective is indeed not an insult. So calling someone gay is the same as calling someone, "Hi, you're straight," or I don't know, "Hi, you're," I don't know, what's an adjective? "Hi, you're gray. You're blue. You're purple. You're orange. You're, I don't know why you included the fact that you yourself are racist, but I do not appreciate calling me gay because I just destroyed you. Gruppetteer bomb. Boosh. Let's see. Wilton, what is his name? Says, "No, your video is breaking up." I apologize for that my video is breaking up. If anybody has any more questions, I would like you to ask them now because I'm out of questions. In the meantime, I will press buttons on my Power Glove. Have you heard about, because I use Rotten Tomatoes a lot when I, favorite game, favorite video game, you mean video game, right? Probably you mean video game, Wilson, or Wilton. My favorite game itself, probably Foursquare, is a lot of fun, although Dodgeball is amazing. Favorite restaurant, Alice's Restaurant, because you can get anything you want. But Wilton, favorite video game, which I'm pretty sure you're referring to, it's a tough one. Yeah, video game. It's a tough one. It's all Nintendo. Before I say anything, it's a very close tie. If you asked me this question a few months prior to this video, I would say that it's Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the amazing, Smash Bros. Installment for the Wii. However, since the Wii U version has came out, it is the definitive Smash Bros. Game so far. I'll be the first one to say, it's the best Smash Bros. Game that's came out yet. It has miles and miles over the other games, and even Brawl, my favorite game in the franchise, barely can even hold it. It's like comparing a flashlight to the sun sometimes when I compare Brawl to Wii U version. So probably Smash Bros. On the Wii U. However, because I play Smash Bros. Competitively, as I've said before, so Wii U really fits my style. It's just chock full and stuff to do. Everything about it is great. Yep, best game. Yeah, see, Chicken Turtle knows. That kid knows. Yo, yo, yo. So yeah, I've already won a few tournaments in favorite outdoor activity. Outdoors. You. So probably Smash Brothers for Wii U. However, Earthbound, and you probably heard this one before, or you haven't because Earthbound's not that known. Earthbound for the SNES, or honestly how I've played it through the Wii U Virtual Console, is probably my second favorite game of all time. It's amazing. The art direction in it is outstanding, especially for the 16-bit era. The music, out of this world, amazing. It took up almost 3/4 of the original cartridge space on the original SNES. It's a shame that it's such an unknown title. Luckily, NES and Smash Bros. Has helped popularize it. But since then, Earthbound is a close second because everything about it is just an amazing game. Let's see what people are saying. Favorite outdoor activity? I don't know what the outdoors is. I haven't gotten to that level yet. Is that on Smash Bros? Is that one of the levels on Smash Bros? The thing? Is it a thing? Yes, but probably, because I know what you mean by that. Like, I know what you mean. You know me. I know what you actually mean by that. Probably Foursquare at Camp Martina with you, eating you. Club Ice. It'll be back. It's back, baby. It'll be back this year. Is that you grew up there? Oh yeah, Wilton. Yeah, at the beginning of the live stream, Auntie Gruppet was here. When the video's uploaded, you'll be able to see it, but until then, you'll have to wait. Sorry. Probably Foursquare. I'm really good at Foursquare, but the problem is I only get to play it about once a year, because besides that, we don't really play Foursquare the same way as I do it when I go to this camp that I go to, which is Foursquare's a big thing there. Because at camp we play with like an actual Foursquare ball. At home, we play it with a basketball, like one of those actual basketballs, and it hurts so much. Club Ice in North Korea. Do we get a Pepsi Supreme Leader? That's you go to the North Korea station. Did you get a Pepsi Supreme Leader? That's what Kim Jong-un sounds like. True fact, I met Kim Jong-un, and that is exactly what he sounds like. He was my grandma for a while. True fact. You won the lottery. What are you going to do with it? If I won the lottery, depends how much the lottery is for. this is gonna sound super lame. I'd put it in a bank account, savings account. I'd like a car when I get old enough to drive a car. So having money to buy a car would be good, because if I'm driving around the same minivan my parents have had since before I was born, I'll cry. I'll get even less girls than I do already, and it's already a negative number. It would be like a negative number, which would still be a negative number. You get the point. It would be bad. Chicken Turtle says, "Who did you vote for in the Smash Bros. Fighter ballot?" I'm gonna make a video about this. My top 10 choices for the Smash Brothers ballot thing. There's a little heads up for a video I'm gonna make pretty soon. So I'm not going to say who I voted for, or at least my top choice, because it'll kind of ruin the video. But no third-party characters, really. I know a lot of people want to see King K. Rool in, but I'd rather see Dixie Kong than King K. Rool. And the whole boat about how people think that what's his name? The thingy, the guy from the crap. Oh man, what's his name? So I already have the script written for the Smash Bros. Video. What's his name? Ooh, total brain fart. Total brain fart right here. I don't remember his name. I don't know. I'll address it when I come to the video for you. All right. So I'll do that. Let's see. What are people saying? How do you get a negative amount of girls? A lot easier than getting a positive amount of girls, especially an amount of girls who are positive about me. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Anyway, if you could witness any event of the past, present, or future, what would it be? If I could witness any event of the past, that's a good question. That is a good. Now I'm gonna have to actually think. Takes a lot of New York. We said describe the game character. Oh no, I don't even know. Could you ever drink soda? I don't know. I'll talk about that in a minute. So the thing about the past, present, and future. That is a really good question. I don't have a really good answer, however. That's a Moonrise Kingdom quote. That's a loaded question. I guess. I'm gonna have to shake a rain check on that. I'll come back to it, I promise. But until then, I have no clue. Let's see. If you were to ever drink soda, which one would you consider? I don't know. I don't know what kind of sodas are good. I probably would never drink soda, so I don't know what kinds are good or bad. So, is there a kind of soda that's good or bad? Is there like a champagne of soda? Because I know Coca-Cola is like a famous thing, right? Or Pepsi. They're the same thing, right? They're the same thing. I don't know. What kind is there to consider, I guess? Is there like different, obviously there's different brands, but it's just soda, right? Doesn't it like all taste the same? I don't know. I'm a soda noob. Actually, I'm a soda noob, so yeah. You know, let's see what people are saying. Ooh, crap. Okay. Pluto's Queen said, did I miss something about girls? Yeah, Pluto's Queen, you missed something about girls. You missed me destroy a troll when he called me gay. That was great. I'm gonna make like my. Now we're gonna have a Griffin. Now we're gonna have a. You know what? I'm gonna be riffing right now. We're gonna have a riffing talk. We're gonna riff. I'm gonna riff about something, if you wouldn't mind. I'm going to riff about a subject that a lot of people are very, 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 very sensitive about, and that is sexual orientation. This is good. Okay. If you don't want to hear the Gruppetteer get super personal about a matter that he it feels very strongly about. Stop the live stream right now, because I know this is supposed to be like a fun, uplifting kind of live stream, but right now I'm gonna like legit talk about something that really gets on my nerves. So if you don't want to hear me rant about gender equality, you can stop it right now. Otherwise, buckle down. So something that I hear a lot is, you know, stub your toe. Oh, stub my toe on a, I don't know, I stubbed my toe on a cabinet. That gay cabinet made me stub my toe. I already talked about this when the guy came along and called me, you know, gay, which I'm not. I'm straight. I have a girlfriend. She totally exists. I swear to God. She's there. Her name's Ariana Grande, and she's pretty. She's dreamy. So what really gets me is, one, using an adjective to insult someone is really, really, really annoying. When you don't just say you bumpy, like just taking out the word gay from the comment and replacing it with a random adjective. You bumpy, I'm, you know, racist is the actual comment. You bumpy, what you gonna call someone bumpy? That doesn't, no, adjectives are used to describe words. A adjective is used to describe a word. You don't call something you don't say you're a bumpy. No, you say there's a bumpy road, a bumpy rock, a bumpy, I don't know, a bumpy street, bumpy dirt, something like that. Like soggy. You describe after it rains. You don't look at this. You don't look at the sky. Say soggy. No, because you don't use an adjective to. You don't use an. Grammar Nazi. You don't use an adjective when you're just plain out labeling someone. An adjective is used to describe a word. You can't say you soggy. No, you have to say the Gruppettier is soggy, or you're soggy, not you soggy. So when you're like, oh man, you gay, okay? You gay for thinking that. No. Gay is an adjective. You use it to describe something. You don't use it as an insult, which brings me to point number 2. Labeling something, labeling an inanimate object by having a sexual preference or orientation makes you look really stupid. Look at this glasses case right here. See this glasses case? It doesn't live. It doesn't have life in it. This octopus right here does not have life. Everything in this room right now, besides me, does not have life. That's how life works. That's how things work. Things need to breathe, drink water, breathe oxygen. So if things, you know, breathe water, oxygen, something like that, and it's something that lives like us, then it has a sexual preference or orientation. Okay, that makes sense. So are you going to call someone, look at me, I have hair on my head. Everybody has, okay, not everybody has hair on their head. I don't want to make this a cancer thing. But look, I have hair on my head. Most people have hair on their head. Are you going to, you know, label someone as hairy because they have hair on their head and another person doesn't? No, that's not very fair at all, because, you know, the less hairy person is probably more uncommon than someone with a full head of hair. So when you label a group of people as, you know, when you say that's gay, I got sent to the principal's office, man, this is totally gay. That's not very fair at all, is it? Because an action can't have its own preference. So there you have it. And I'm straight, so don't think this is my coming out of the closet moment, but being gay isn't as widely shunned as it used to be. You can turn on the TV now and there's something going on. You can turn on the TV now. You can turn on, Adventure Time. You can see bisexuals. You can turn on Steven Universe. Most of the gems on that show are lesbians. You can just walk around and see the constant display. You can go on YouTube and see all the videos of people, you know, coming out, and all their parents are so proud of them. They're not like, I'm gonna shun you because you're my son and you like men. That happens. That happens to some people, and I know it's a horrible thing when that happens, but it's not as widely unaccepted as it used to be. So the insult is kind of like calling someone a slave, I guess. It's not relevant anymore. So there's the Gruppetstudios editorial of the day that I just said off the top of my head. So it either sounded really smart or really stupid. And let's see what people said. Oh, favorite Pixar movie? Oh, going some gates running around really moves are necessary. Yeah, that's good. Yes, valid point. Pluto's Queen. Zach has entered the building. Hi, Zach. It's me. It's me, the Gruppetteer. And the this is the second time I've had to answer this, Zach. Auntie Gruppet was already here. She was in the beginning of the vlog, and not the vlog, at the beginning of the live stream. If you would like to watch the beginning of the live stream, when this is fully uploaded, you can't see it. She's literally the first 30 seconds of the vlog, or the live stream are her, so you can see her then. Then I sent her back to the little room. See the little room? That's the Auntie Gruppet room. She has to sit there forever and ever and ever and ever. So let's see what people are saying, because these glasses are kind of foggy. Because it's so hot in this room and it's horrible. New Hampshire is like in a heat wave right now. It's like beginning of May. Look how red my face is. Let's see. Favorite Pixar movie? Probably The Incredibles is my favorite Pixar movie. Although Up is amazing. Up-mazing, I guess. Because do I even need to explain why Up is amazing? Do I even need to explain why Pixar movies in general are amazing? No. So The Incredibles or Up, and I'm super excited for Inside Out. As someone who loves psychology as much as I do, that looks like an amazing character study, and I can't wait to see it. So I don't have tickets for opening day, but I'm definitely going to go see that first chance I get. Let's see. Can I have a shout-out, please? Sure. Go check out Ryan Garcia. I think. What does Ryan Garcia do on his channel? Oh, he does some stuff on his channel. I don't know. His name's Ryan Garcia. His name isn't not Ryan Garcia. He's probably not related to Jerry Garcia, and it would be amazing if he was, but he's not. And I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change anything. You should be related to Jerry Garcia. If you're not, I'm mad at you. Bad. Bad. Let's see what people are saying. Meanwhile, Chicken Turtle said, wait, the gems are lesbians? Yes, they are. This, spoiler alert, I'm sorry, but this is essential to the answer to the question. Garnet is a fusion gem of two gems, Ruby and Sapphire, who are both female and romantically in a relationship together. You see them kiss, and you see them hug and all that kind of stuff. And they love each other so much they can't stand to be apart. So when they fuse together, they become the greatest gem on the show. And it is hinted that Pearl had some kind of maybe kind of like how you can be like, I got a dude crush on that guy, he's so cool. Maybe, I don't know if girls are the same way. I don't know. I don't know girls that well. But Pearl's kind of the same way. She hints that she's, Rose was very important to her when Rose was still alive, and she hints that she might have had a romantic feeling for Rose, but besides that, yeah. And since all gems are female, well, okay, wait. We need to redo this. The gems being female. Gems have no gender. The only gem that has a gender is Steven, but that's because he's the first of his kind. He's a human and a gem formed together. The gems can take the form, since they're shapeshifters, the gems can take the form of anything they want. So the gems can be a boy if they want, the gems can be a girl if they want. However, to date, we have seen, besides Steven, no boy gems, so it's safe to assume that most are female. But don't quote me on it. Let's see what people are saying. No capes, yeah. I am related to Jerry. Yeah, okay, yeah. You're related to Jerry Garcia, Ryan? Are you? Are you? I'll bet. How many fingers did he have? What's your favorite Call of Duty if you had to choose? Were you here for the thing? Were you? Did you just come to the? Did you just come onto my vlog so I could promote your channel? Really, Ryan? Ryan, I don't even know you, and that's lame, man. You came on my live stream, and you like you tell me to promote your channel. All right, that's cool. You know, new person on the channel, I wouldn't mind. But I literally just went on a talk like 5 minutes ago about how I've never played any Call of Duty games because I hate them so much because I'm not exactly a fan of first-person shooters. Come on, man. You have to be there for that. Really? Let's see what New York says. What's your most embarrassing moment? This is going to sound super stupid, but not because it's embarrassing. I don't have any embarrassing moments. Something a lot of people who know me personally know, I couldn't give two Joe Pesci's about what other people think of me. I don't care so much that I'm pretty much in my own little world half the time. I don't care so much. My own little happy world. Nothing's wrong in my own little happy world. Nothing that people can see. So I'll do anything because of how confident I am in myself. So I don't think I've ever had a moment that I've been like, wow, man, I shouldn't have done this, like in an embarrassed way, because I don't really get embarrassed. If people want to judge me, then that's okay, but that just kind of makes them look dumber because they judge me. And I'm awesome all the time. So what? So I know it's gonna sound like the Gruppetteer does everything right all the time, except to work out apparently. What's wrong with these pieces of paper? I've drawn pieces of paper with more thickness than these arms. I digress. Where was I? Yes, there I was. Pretty much it's lame, but there you have it. Yeah, true fact. Yeah, she knows this makes sense. Meanwhile, Wilton Grassheimer says, what's your favorite sport? Definitely running. Any kind of running. Not like, okay, it's going to sound lame. I talk all the time about how I'm a non-athletic, lazy nerd because I am a non-athletic, lazy nerd. However, there is one sport that I am amazing at. I go to a school, and at the school I'm at, I am the fastest kid at the school. However, I'm not a fast kid, as in like you run around, play soccer or football, or I run in a straight line. Like track, cross country, I'm amazing at both. You want to go sometime? I'll go. Beat the Gruppetteer sometime and running. Ow. You hurt. Oh, gentle. I'm also good at getting beat up. Can you tell? No? All right. Talk some more about gender equality. That would be great. These gender roles taste gross. So anyway, I'm really good at track and cross country, but as silly as it is, both of those sports are mostly running in a straight line or running in a curved line, not running around grabbing a ball and running to an end zone or kicking a ball. Nope, running in a straight line. But I'm amazing in both. You know, I can do the. My fastest time for running 100 meters is 12.9 seconds, and that's amazing, and I'm super proud of that. I can't do that every single time I run, of course, but that is my fastest time, and I'm just an amazing runner. But I still act like I don't do sports because pretty much running in a straight line doesn't count that much. I do academic sports. I do DI, Destination Imagination, all the time, and I'll be heading out to Knoxville, Tennessee on Tuesday to compete in the World Championship in Destination Imagination, and I couldn't be more excited to go. So don't expect a vlog, although Steven Universe is on a hiatus and everybody's scratching for food because of it. So anyway, I digress. Gender roles taste horrible. Yeah, it's true. If you could witness any event, oh, we already talked about this. I didn't think about it until now. I'd go back in time and yeah, I'd go back in time and I would I could go back in. The question was, I don't think I said it out loud. If you could witness, where is it? If you could witness any event of the past, present, or future, what would it be? I would go back in time, of course. I think I'd see. I don't know. It's gonna sound super lame, but I used to be an art historian, and I still kind of dwell in the field of art history. I think one of the most fascinating art stories of all time is not even a story about an artist, but actually because I live right outside of Boston, in New Hampshire, is the story of the MFA art heist, in which all those paintings were stolen and never recovered. At the time, my grandma lived right across the street from the museum, and she recalls bumbling, mumbling sounds, which I don't think she ever told the police, but I don't think that would be a very helpful thing to tell the police. I guess I'd like to go back, not interfere with anything, like go back as a ghost, and then see what's, like, see who actually did it, because they were never found, and there's some really priceless pieces of art in that. So there you have it. If you ever want me to do like a vlog sometime on like artifacts I know, that'd be really, I'd do that actually, because I know a lot about art history. As in paintings and stuff, not art, like every kind of art ever. Let's see, Drew Rooster. Hey, Gruppettier, I have to leave. I have to say, you have impressed me to be myself, and you did this by having the balls to be yourself and not get embarrassed. So, again, thanks. Thank you very much, Drew Rooster. It makes me, some of the reasons I do YouTube is just to hear people say that kind of stuff, because my openness about, that was sounded like a coming out of the closet thing, but it's not. I'm straight, I swear. My openness about being myself and not caring what other people think, I really like passing that on, and it feels amazing to know that other people have taken that from me. I'm going to take this off. It's getting pretty hot now. Meanwhile, Pluto's Queen asked, what's my opinion on fursuiters and furries? Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. Okay, so how am I going to talk about not making stereotypes about gays and lesbians, and then talk about furries? Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know any furries. But I think, how do I say this? I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say this without sounding super jerky, because I just said the thing about, accepting people for what they love, or what they love, whomever, whatever they love. If it's a boy, or if it's a girl, or if it's a boy who has become a girl, or vice versa. Gays and lesbians and bisexuals and transgenders, all that kind of stuff is perfectly fine with me because it's acceptable. Furries. What did you say? Yes, you do? Furries. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So what do I say not to sound like a complete jerk? Furries are a little different for me, because I'll accept the love of a human of the same gender with another human of the same gender. I'm not going to say that I condone the love of the romantic to the extent that furries are, as you know. I'm not going to say that I condone that kind of behavior between a human and an animal. I mean, you can, like, I have a dog named Kona, and I love him so much. He's my favorite. And he comes on my bed sometimes at night, and he'll cuddle up right next to me, and he's just so cute all the time. And I love my dog so much, but I don't romantically love my dog. Like, I care a lot for my dog. I romantically love for, if I had a wife or something like that. I can't say that I support furries, really, because I just don't think it's that. It's different than a human liking another human. It's a human liking a fox or a bear or a cat or something. It's not, I don't think it's ethical, honestly, okay? I don't honestly think it's ethical. Let's see, what day is your birthday? Birthday is June 17th, 2000. It's coming up soon. Why don't you send me some presents in my P.O. box? You have almost a month. Actually, you have exactly a month to do it because today's the 17th. You know my P.O. box. Go check the, what's it called? The About section of my YouTube page. I have a P.O. box. It's amazing. Please send me stuff because nobody sent me anything yet. And you guys were the ones that bugged me to get one in the first place. So do it. Zach Vlogs. If you could do something and something you could do. What? Okay, wait. If you could do something and something you could do, what would it be? Would it be at all? Zach, I'm gonna let you retype that because I have no idea what you just typed me. It literally says, if you could do something and something you could do, what would it be? Would it be at all? Yes? No? I don't know. I don't know, Bobby. I don't even know the question. I'm gonna let you retype that because I have no earthly idea what you just said, Zach. I'm so confused. I'm scared. I'm scared now. I'm kind of scared. So, is that all for questions? This isn't all for questions. How long have I been doing this? Almost 2 hours? 2 hours. Huh. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Nope, no life here. Oh. Why didn't you do Legally Blonde? Oh, Legally Blonde is there's a little bit of context needed for that question. Legally Blonde, I do stuff at this Palace Theater program in Manchester, New Hampshire. It's amazing. If you live in the New Hampshire area and your kids want to do theatrical plays, send them to it. It's amazing. Why didn't I do Legally Blonde? Because the show's on my birthday, and I don't want to do a show on my birthday because I'm going to be out partying hard on my birthday, by which I mean not partying hard. I don't really like the Legally Blonde story that much, and I just got out of the play prior to Legally Blonde. I just needed some time, and since I'm going to be gone all next week, I would have missed a whole bunch of rehearsals. It would just be a mess. It would be a lot hard. It would be pretty difficult. New York says, if you could do anything, what would you do? If I could do anything, I could do anything. I'd get telekinesis. I'd get cause. Ready for this? You ready for this? No? I'm gonna super lame. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this is super lame. You ready for this? You're not ready for this. You ready for this? Okay. I wish I had. I've always wished I had telekinesis, honestly. I think I can be honest with my fan base. So I always wished I had telekinesis. I wish that I could simply look at something and point my finger and use the powers of my cerebral to move it. I don't know why. I think it's because I really value my curricular ways. And so I think that having a power linked to it would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's true. I've always wanted to have telekinesis. Now you know, okay? I can be honest with my YouTube fans. Let's see. I think my hair has grown through the vlog. Can you prank call someone right now? No. No, I can't prank call someone right now. I don't even have my phone. It's downstairs. Who would you want me to prank call? I don't prank call people. That's illegal. It's illegal to prank call. Okay? If a telemarketer calls me, then I can do it. But no, I can't call someone and everybody will die because someone might die. It's not telekinesis. It's called the Force. No, it's not. It's called telekinesis. It's not called the Force. What are you? Well, I don't like the Force. It's my least favorite part of the Star Trek movies. I'm so done. I'm so done right now. What time is it? 5:47. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's wrap this up. I'll go till 6 o'clock and then I'm done. Obama, prank call Obama. Obama doesn't return my calls anymore. You know that. Remember that time? See, one time, Obama comes up to me and says, "Hey, Gruppetteer," and I turn around. I just finished my ice sculpture, and I say, "Yeah, Obama," and he's like, "Gruppetteer, I got a problem. I mean, I got a problem." And I look at him. I look him in the eyes. I look at his beautiful. I think he has brown eyes. I look at his beautiful brown eyes, and I say, "Obama, Obama, Obama," and he's like, "Why would you say my name 3 times? I'm right here." And I'm like, "Obama, you don't understand. It's a matter of life and death. I gotta make this ice sculpture, or the devil will take away all of my ABBA CDs." And Obama's like, "That's not at all what I was talking about. Gruppetteer, I can't let you call me anymore on the phone." And I'm like, "Okay," and then I hung up. But I didn't hang up because we weren't talking on the phone. Next question. Can you please private message me your phone number? I want to talk to you. I don't know who you are. I don't even know my phone number. Honestly, I don't know my own phone number because I don't use my phone that much. That's not a joke. I actually don't know it. That is true. I swear to God, that's true. I probably should. Like, I'm not exactly the stereotypical teenager. I make YouTube videos for a living. Most teenagers don't exactly have jobs like this, or really jobs at all. You know, I'm only 15, so not a lot of 15-year-olds have like jobs. But I've had this job since I was, well, I started when I was 12, but I started getting money when I was like 13. So not a lot of people have had jobs since they were 13. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. What does a perfect day look like to you? That might be a good way to sign off if you want. Oh, good. This might just be my perfect way to sign off. Perfect day for me is me literally singing the song "Perfect Day" by Lou Reed, which will be the way I sign off this video. Gotta warm up the vocals. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. You just keep me hanging on. And then he takes in the violin. He's like, we're done here. Jeebus crisp.